Okay. This is 3 inches. Got it. Welcome, welcome. Thank you for the likes. Oh, thank you, Pam. You're such a sweetheart. Good morning. How are you? I decided to switch things up today, and so I ate before I came on. So maybe I can last a little bit longer on the live. Uh, I won't get hangry and leave so quickly. So, I'm just working today on a patch design. So, story behind this is I drew the graphic, if you can't tell. It's hand drawn by me. And then I pretty much imported it into, like, you can do anything from Canva to Adobe Express or anything that'll allow you to do circular lettering. And then I typed out the words so they would curve. I feel like I should probably do a formal video on that. I know I've just mentioned it offhanded in one of the lives, but I think that might be a nice video to have, is how like I got here. I drew it on my iPad and then, I did the text kind of just on an app that's also on your iPad, or you could do it online, right? Cuz these are also available um online as well. So, first thing I always do, which I have a video on patch set up if you guys ever want to see it. This is like Drea's patch, what do I call it? Like uh secret sauce. I don't know, call it whatever you want, I guess. And how I set this up, which pretty much is having multiple circles. Oh, because we're doing a circular patch today. Another patch that I want to do is I started, gosh, do I even have a picture? I'm gonna have to look and see if I have a photo. Cause I did these like decorating. Hey Vonda, how are you? Hope you're doing well. What was I saying? Oh, I did some Trader Joe's bags, like decorated Trader Joe's bags with custom patches as gifts this Christmas. And oh yeah. So this is going to be Stitch Artist. Okay. Sorry, it's right here. Sorry, oh man. Oh gosh, wrong direction. It's right here. Look right there. That's what we're using today. I guess that would be very on brand for me to not actually have taken a photo of what I did. Dang. Really wanted to show you guys what it looked like. She did not take pictures. Dang it. Well, this is where I got my inspiration. I'll show you where I got this inspo from. Um, I'll share it in just a sec. I got inspiration from basically the interwebs. Oh yeah, you're good. You're good. You're good. You're good. Oh right. That's fine. Okay, let's show you a photo. A photo. You're very welcome. You can also find the link for it in my bio. I am an affiliate. I do get credit, okay? And because you guys keep using my link, I get to come on here and do this on Thursdays, okay? When that stops, I'm gonna have to go get a real job. I don't mean real job, I just mean I'm not gonna be doing free videos. I'll have to go back to how my business model used to be, which is I don't hang out with you guys, I just grind solo. Um, no! What happened? I no, girl. I'm not saying I'm judging, but I might be judging. Okay, so this is where I had gotten my inspo from. You know, all these like cute little patches decorating Trader Joe's bags. Okay. I figured out essentially how to take out like the goody decorative part of the felties I already make and use patch twill to make like polyester patches that like I could just kind of die cut them. I did a lot of research, okay? I bought a lot of stuff on Amazon. I did a lot of stuff research online as to like how are these actually manufactured, and I was able to come up with a way to do it. So I feel like we're gonna need our own video on that. Hello. Yes, I remember that. I figured that's what you were gonna say, but sorry, I'm choking in private. Thank you. We were just talking about like how I was gonna use the idea of a felty, and you know you could actually make these kind of patches, which is interesting because you could pretty much take any kind of embroidery. I feel like and make these patches based on what I saw. So yeah. Oh, thanks. Well, I hope my face wasn't disappointing. Sorry. Um, oh my god. Okay, so Lupita, listen, girl. I just spent all of yesterday um cleaning out this area so I would like finally feel like I can work and sit down and work. So I totally get it. Now, as far as where my storage is, aka my garage and my storage unit, yeah, those are a shit show. So I can't actually find the things I need, but I feel like I can get started because I too am going for a refresh. Oh, Rachel, girl, I do not think you're creepy. I thank you for telling me. Let's see, what would creep me out? I don't know. Can't think of it yet, but no. Lucky for you, I'm Drea, and Drea's not that like easily spooked or offended. Like I'm flattered. So maybe something's wrong with me. I'm flattered. I don't know. It's so flattering. Also, anyways, neither here nor there. Drea's trying, I'm trying my best apparently today also with this thing. Oh gosh, here we go. I meant to do copy and paste for some of these. I'm gonna give them different jobs. Yeah, it takes oh, thank you. That's so sweet. I'm so flattered. Yeah, it takes a while to get things going. Even me, like I kid you not, you know how you said it's good you gave yourself a year? Like literally last year was a throwaway year for me. I still took on, virtual lessons, obviously, because you saw me. But I also, really, I didn't grind as hard as I normally do. And I feel like I just needed a break. But now I'm trying to get back into the swing of things because I feel like I've been in vacay mode way too long. Like it's time to come back to real life. So I've decided to make myself sit here every Thursday, and this is how it shall be from now on. All right. All right. People always ask, why do I do the satin border first? The easy answer is because I need to make sure that anything I digitize, such as text or imagery, does not overlap with it. Like they're not going to collide. So I just want to know ahead of time what my boundaries are. It's good. Everyone should know. We should all know what our boundaries are, okay? In the event that they are crossed, make sure you know your boundaries, okay? Yeah, yeah, yeah. Girl, I get it. I feel like you and I are more alike than you may know, mainly because I feel like I know more about you than you do about me. So I can just tell you that from personal experience. Okay, now I am thinking. And what I'm thinking is I'm going with the pot first. So let's do pot. Okay, maybe I shouldn't. I have to watch what I say because I never know what I'm going to get flat. I mean, the pot, okay, the plant pot. But we are spiritual sisters, okay? And I can only imagine that you have like the cutest little girl ever in my mind, okay? All right, here we go. I'm so excited I got my favorite mouse. I bought another one. The other one I super glued it on accident. So, I technically own all of Stitch Artist, so I got all the bells and whistles. However, what I will tell you is the same thing I tell everybody else. Majority of the time when I'm in here, I am only using level 1 drawing tools. And if I ever do use something else, I always preface it beforehand. So the assumption is it a level 1 function? Yes, unless Drea said, hey, I'm about to do blah, 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 which is in level me. Okay. I'll make a note to myself after this. I'll go look. I'll go. I mean, if you allow it, I'll do it. I'll look. All right. So that's, I haven't done anything outside of that. Have I done anything fancy? No. Okay. Nothing that's going to require fancy equipment. No, I haven't done nothing. Oh, and there's a nasty line. Getting rid of it is simply. All right, now it's gone. Next, let's see what else. Hi. How's it going? Hopefully well. If you don't say well, you're in trouble. Just kidding. No, totally kidding. You know what? Half the time, guys, please don't take me seriously. Half this, like, you just gotta know me. She's crazy. Cool, I can do that again. Yeah, thank you for the question because that's an excellent question. You passed. You gave the right answer. Unhinged. That's how I am. Okay, so let me go back to how this was originally. Okay, so this is how it was, right? We got the artifact line. So we got this is just basically an error. It's an error. It's an input error. The software is saying that if you want me to fill this exact shape that you drew with stitches, going in a horizontal direction in which we both start and stop down here, I have no choice but to make this weird line. So I'm going to say, okay, I gave you poor directions. So step one, I would say the easiest way is just to make sure starts and stops are on opposite ends of your stitch angle. That's solution number one. Now, will it always work? No, I cannot guarantee this will work every single time. In the event that it doesn't, you need to keep moving around these three, meaning start, stop, and your stitch angle until you come up with the right combination of stitch angle and starts and stops. That's really it. That it is that easy. It is that simple of something to fix. Which is why when I see it on the interwebs, it drives me bananas. Okay? Drives me insane. Because it's so easy to get rid of. You're very welcome. And don't forget, you will be able to find this replay on the YouTube streets. Okay, let's see now. It's simple. How do I prevent too much stitch density when okay, later. All right. So, let's do first I feel like we're in class today. Welcome to Drea University. All right. So, first let's talk about what density means. So, I'm going to go ahead and we are going to zoom the hell into this thing real big, and then I'm going to turn off the 3D rendering so we can see what it does. Yeah, I'm the same person on there. You can also find me if you go to my bio, there's a link for it also in the link tree in there. Like always you can find me or through my profile. So you don't have to make it too hard to go searching, okay? Let me make life a little bit easy for you. All right, so first things first, when we're looking at this, it kind of looks like maybe a weave or something like that, right? Like a basket weave, right? You see lines going this way, you see lines going up and down, like they're kind of going like that. So, they mean something, all right? And I'm going to show you exactly what density is, but let me turn off the underlay so you can see exactly. This is what the top stitching looks like, okay? This is what she looks like. Now, if we zoom in, there are equidistant points here along the edges. If I had the Magic School Bus and a tiny ruler and I came down here to measure from one of these to one of these, I would get a measurement. That measurement is density, okay? That's density. So this all matters, okay? You have to know this in order to understand why I'm going to explain density and how to layer the way that I am. Okay, so this you have to know this. And I'm going to show you exactly how it changes, because if I come into settings and I increase the density, that means I would like to increase the measurement between the rows, essentially. It's just rows of stitching. So if I make this 10, notice now there's a larger distance between them, like that, pretty significant, right? Big change. So this is density. So when people talk about density, it's kind of a little bit backwards from what you would assume, because sometimes, generally speaking, if I was adding more water to something, the more number of cups, the more water it is. It's not like that. This is opposite. So think of it as a measurement, because if you think about it that way, it's not as hard to understand as thinking of something being dense or less dense, because it doesn't follow like number rules. Okay, so just think of it, distance. So this is 10 points of distance. 4 points of distance, which is the default, is going to be a shorter distance. Now, if I made this 1.8, that means it's going to be even smaller of a distance, okay? So step one, we need to know what is density prior to our layering. And also know you'll find density settings also in the underlay settings as well, okay? I'm going to put it back on. here. Okay, so let me take off this contour and I'm going to show you. Okay, so now if you see, there are lines going now perpendicular or opposite to the stitching across, which is the top stitching. So this represents the underlay. Notice also in your underlay, there's that same word, density. Again, this is the measurement between the rows. So in this case, it's from this one to this one. So since they're going the opposite direction, you know, we're measuring this way instead of this way. Now, I'm going to prove to you that it gets different, okay? Because if I make this number smaller, let's change it to 8 points of density, we will expect that the lines will get closer together, which is exactly what happened. Now they're closer together. This is technically more dense than when it was at 17 points. So like numbers can totally get everybody super confused, and it's okay. Once I started thinking of it as a unit of measurement, it made my life a lot easier, and I didn't have to think about which direction I needed to adjust things in order to make it more or less dense, right? I just think of measurements now. So density is no longer a nightmare for me. All right, now I'm gonna go ahead and put that back to the defaults. Okay. Go back to adjust it back to how it was. And now I'm gonna answer your question of how do we layer? How do we layer? Everyone wants to know, how do we layer? The answer is, because I already set this up, because I mean, obviously I already knew what the answer was when I drew it out. But when you, okay, so stitches, thread, it's all about layering, okay? It's not printing. When you print something on a printer, say a photo, you can put as many layers of ink as you want. It doesn't matter. It's always going to come out great. It's going to come out however you saw it on the computer. Now, we are literally making holes in material and laying down thread in between those needle punctures. So obviously the more thread you're using, the more layers you have, the bulkier it gets, right? Or more dense. So the way to get around it is to think about density, and also to think about a second component, which is actually stitch length. Stitch length, if you don't know, is literally the distance between needle drop downs. So it's the actual stitch length. My little tool, it would measure that, which right now would be 3.5 millimeters. If I had a little ruler, it'd tell me every stitch would be 3.5 millimeters long. Mostly. Okay, I'm not go in the weeds on that one. And so because of that, I need to know how long that is, and also the stitch direction for everything. Stitch direction matters. Now, if I zoom in here, let me change the color so this is more, there we go. So we get a better contrast on screen. So right now, if I put the 3D back on, I just want you to take a quick note before we zoom in again, is notice that I chose this stitch angle to be up and down. And this one is across, okay? Did it for a reason. Because we are layering thread, if the stitch direction is the same or very similar to, it begins to bleed and blend, because the chances that your needle will start to fall into the same or similar holes as whatever's underneath it increases. And that's when you guys start to get that bulletproof design, okay? Because we should be able to layer at least 4 layers of thread successfully, and not need to punch out a hole. You just need to know how. Now, let's turn that back off. Oh shoot, I didn't want to show you that. That's not the right 3D. All right, so now we're back here. Remember, the orange is what's going to be my dirt or whatever. So I want this to be different. Now, when you turn on points, you press P on your keyboard and it shows you every needle puncture that's going to happen, okay? These are all the stitches that are going to occur. Now, on this, I'm going to take off also the underlay so we can just focus on top stitching. So what I want you guys to notice, and oh wait, I forgot I can draw on the screen. Hold on, let me mark it up. Hold on. Oh, I did. Okay, there. Undo. All right. No, we can't undo. All right, let me use yellow. yellow will show up good for us, or green, sure. All right, we do that. So right now, this is going in this direction, okay? And the one on top of it is going in the opposite direction. All you need to know, just for shorthand notes, same similar angles will bleed and blend. Opposite or different will stand apart. And I'm going to tell you why. Okay, because all that to say this. Oh, thank you. Oh, you lit up my road. Thank you. I don't know, I have a gift gallery, whatever that is. Love it. Thank you. So what this means is that what I'm trying to do is I don't want them to be the same. Because what happens when we layer on top of, if everything's going in this direction and then the next thread's coming up this way, it sits on top of it. Which is why prospectively it looks like it's in front of it, right? It's just a trick of the eye. But if I had both things going in this way and then I layered on top, they would probably do this. And that's not what we want when they're two distinctive shapes, right? We want them to look like they are independent of one another. We want it to look like it is what it is, not that they're blended together, but that they're standing on top of it to give it its own kind of like dimension. Okay, so that's the first thing. Let me do, okay. So when I was in my mind, okay, thinking about which direction I wanted to do, obviously, like, what's the opposite of, like, you know, horizontal? Vertical. So that was easy. So I did that, right? Bottom one horizontal, top one vertical. That was easy. Didn't have to worry about that. But if anything were to change from here on out, I would have to accommodate for that. So I'm looking in, oh, I forgot. It's over here. I can draw. These ones, right? I don't want these to fall into the same holes as, moment please, we're going to change this color, as this, right? Like if this is where it touches down. So I'm looking for somewhere that has a space in between. Because one thing we don't want to do is you don't want your needle to have to shove more thread into a place where it's already created stitches. That's actually what you guys hear when you hear that thonk, thonk, thonk on your machine. The needle is forcing more thread into a space that it just doesn't belong, quite frankly. And so it's struggling, but it's doing what the design said to do. The instructions said, put that thread there, so it's trying its damnedest to put it there. And that's why we get the sound. So you can get away with not having that sound by making sure that when you lay down these stitches, that they will fall, right, in between whatever's underneath it, which would be right here, which is they are. There's a window there. It's falling in the window. And that's how you layer. Now, another thing that I'm going to tell you about layering, okay? Because sometimes this gets lost also. I need you to remember a few things. One, the pot on the bottom already has an underlay. What are underlays for? Underlays are basically to stabilize the fabric and create a nice foundation in which we can lay the top stitching on. And there are times where I do take the underlay off or keep it or whatever. I'm about to tell you that right now. There's times, okay, that I would do that. Would I adjust it? Yes, I'll show you how I do it literally in this very piece. Okay, so it has an underlay. So do I then need to have everything on top of it have an underlay? No, I won't. So this is where I would shave it off. But there's going to be an exception, okay? There's an exception. There always is. There's always some fucking fine print, okay? And the fine print here is that if this is still not able to kind of block out the color of the pot underneath, I'm going to need some underlay. Most people tend to want to just change the density and shorten them up so we cannot see on, so that way we cannot see through. I am by Drea Designs, also there. Just click on my little profile face. Go to the little link tree. There should be an icon for that, and just do that. Make life easy. Don't have to search. Searching's hard. We like to do things easy. Okay. So misconception is that you need to tighten up the, and I kind of tell people, think of them as blinds, okay? Curtains and blinds. The curtains are the pretty thing that you obviously see in your house, right? And that's the top stitching. Top stitching is the pretty part we all see. But the blinds in the back are what actually block out the light. Okay, let's pretend we have sheer curtains. They're cute. But if we don't want light to come in, we have to close the blinds, and the blinds are behind it. That's the same concept for underlay. Whatever is behind it, we need to close up those blinds and adjust that density in order to block out the color, not the top. Because then that's how we get more bulk, and then that's how y'all get these crazy, like, bulletproof designs, and we don't know where they came from. So those are the reasons. I would normally take it off because technically this one came with an underlay. Why do I need to do another underlay? Unless I need to. So the only way I'm going to find this out is when I stitch it out. When I stitch it out, if I notice that, like, ugh, this is just not doing, thank you, Wanda, then, you know, I got to fix it. But I'm not trying to, like, get ahead of the problem. Does that make sense? Thank you. Thank you for telling me that makes sense, because sometimes I never know if I make any damn sense. Okay. All right. I'm going to change this color again. And then I would alter, that's the thing too, is basically anytime I would alter the underlay would be to solve a problem. So when I have a problem, or I know a problem is a reoccurring problem, I would then, do that. But right now, I don't know there to be a problem at the moment because I haven't tested it out. And so far, I've followed rules that I know. And the rules that I know are, angles that are different or opposite will sit on top of each other. If stitches are the same angle or similar, they will probably bleed and blend. So that's kind of when what I call it quicksanding. It kind of quicksands into whatever the fill in the background is. Oh, sketch fill. Good question. You're asking me all the good questions today. Oh, so many times. Oh, I'm so excited. I would give you a gold star. I don't even know how to do that on here. But yes, so I have my own favorites. I mean, it's just, you need to do it however you want to, but I'll just show you how to sketch real quick. So let's take, you can't see this because it doesn't show you my pop-up, but I'm just getting a shape from the library. And I'm going to do this little heart, okay? Because it's almost, the day of love, Valentine's Day. Or not. Oh, well, you know what? You could just come visit me over here, girl. You can watch the replays over on the, over there on the long form content platform. Okay, so first thing, to make a sketch, make it a fill. Okay, and for sketch, you want no underlay because, oh, I forgot I already taken off the underlay. You would take off the underlay because you don't need it. This is an artistic way to do things, not like a functional one. Okay, this is art. We're just doing sketch fill. Sketch fill's like a technique. Next thing you want to do is we are going to adjust the density. And when I say adjust it, we need to increase the distance, because for sketch, it's supposed to look like someone took a crayon or a colored pencil and lightly went over the object. So we'll start off with a crazy number, okay? I'm gonna go 14. All right, so step 1, okay? Does she look scary? Yeah, because she is. And something you'll learn now, especially when you start to do, so you'll have to decide, and this is weird, but I don't know how else to say it, how sketchy you want it to be. Okay. You decide how sketchy you're feeling that day and add that in. Now, the other thing that you're going to learn when you do this is we kind of wonder like what is this? Right? Look, like what is this? And what are these? Right? Cuz that doesn't look very like it's not very sketch. Like what happened? Where did the sketch go wrong? You know? What that is again, it's the same thing that we talked about earlier. This is the instructions we've given the machine. I have told the machine, start and stop right here, and then make sure all the stitches go in this direction. And I said, okay, well, if you want me to do that, the only way I can do it is by having these weird travels underneath, which do not work for me because I don't want that in a sketch because we're going to literally see all this. So I'm going to start playing around with what? Start, stops, stitch angle. Another thing too, if you want to do sketch where it will actually travel along the like outermost part of your shape, you will need level 2 because that's where you get travel edge. This is what it would look like for travel edge, which generally does fix the problem, right, for your sketch, but we're pretending we're not doing that. We're pretending we have a problem, okay? I mean, I do have a problem, but you know what I mean. So I'm going to just start thinking of a variety of ways that I can color this in and see what happens. And I'm going to just take notice of where this vein keeps moving because this is telling me something. This is telling me a lot. Now, if I want to know where it's happening and I want to get more information, I'm going to come over here to the Stitch Simulator. I want to see when. Oh, so it does it at the beginning and then it comes up to the top. Okay, that makes it. Okay, so that's telling. All right, so that's good information to know. So you went down because I want to get rid of that. So it's the first thing that happened, and you felt like you had to come to the bottom. Okay. So it pretty much needed to come down here and then come up here, and then it would do this, right? So what if I end where this was at? Now we have one thing here. And then also too, we can remember you can also do it like this. Oh, we did do that already on the other side. I might have picked a hard one for myself. Good job, Drea. I'm just trying to follow that line. Oh, that's better. See, sometimes it's literally trial and error sometimes, guys. I am not kidding. Sometimes it's literally just like, I don't know, see what works. And this one is kind of hard. I'm not gonna lie. It's hard. I did pick a hard shape. If I'd have picked something simpler, let me see. They're simpler heart. We probably wouldn't be here for 5,000 years. Let's go ahead and apply that. And we could probably figure it out a lot easier. A lot of the times, if you just follow where those weird things are, you can start to solve the problem. That is Maria. You guys ever watched Sound of Music? So watch that on replay as a kid. I'm gonna lie. All right, I'm gonna follow where this is, and then follow. Still don't like that direction. Okay, gotta watch it. Hold on, I need to see what it's doing. Oh. Damn it if I there's the answer. I'm telling you, it's literally sometimes just the amount of times I do that is like you just have to, it's a puzzle. So I don't have any preferred sketch settings. It's just how light would you like your sketch to be? How do you want it to look overall? Is there a certain like design style you're going for, right? Because there's like so many things. Like I could make this 24. I could also, copy and paste this and then also do something around the outside. I could also do, say, yes, blending and bleeding, just same stitch angles. Same stitch angles, adjust and do a variety of density adjustments. I could do a variety of things, right? I don't know. However I want it to look, this is how I would, at this point I would do it. However, or even like that. I don't know. Whatever you want to do is up to you. That's the part where it comes into quote unquote like stylistically. How do you want it to look? However you want it to look, then the look you're going for, the less or more sketchy you want it, that's up to you. You'll know the answer when you get in there. So just get in there and then stitch it out, test it, see how it looks. I'm gonna try this again. I did it right here. Look. All right. So back to whereest I was talking about. Okay, so right now I'm just focused on, I'm really just drawing. Well, first I'm trying to remember what the hell I drew. Okay, I'm not even gonna lie. And then also I'm starting to ask myself what color, because I didn't color this in. So now in my mind, I gotta use my imagination. We're gonna be here for like 3 hours. Am I thinking these are buds? Fuck, I don't even know. I should have colored it in. Sometimes I do color it, but I didn't today because, or I don't know what I was thinking that day. I don't think, are they thorns? Like, what the hell are they? What? I don't even know what plant this is I made. It's just whatever. So let's see. All right, I'm gonna just borrow a circle. It's like, not. Oh, we'll figure it out. We're just gonna try different things and see what happens. Color. Okay, what's? I know you can't see it, but I'm looking for a color right now. Oh, I want a red. Some. I see. I should have pre-colored it because here I am. It's too much time spent on. Yeah, no, I don't want that. It's fine. Okay, I think. Or should have been green. I don't know. See, I can't do this. This is why I should pre-color it. Okay, somebody tell her she needs to color it before next time. We can only do work on them when they're in color. Right? Color it first and then come back because we spend too much time here looking at what's going on. Okay, so I'm wondering, what if those could they also be? Hold on, getting ideas. What if these were also like this red? I don't know. Let's see. Let us see. Oh, so it's like let us pray. Okay. Single. All right. Now I'm going to use a level 2 function, drawing with columns. Remember, you need level 2 if you wanted to use this form of drawing. You could have drawn this also with just level 1, but no, I didn't feel like it. I felt like too much work. So I'll do the other one. To be fair, I'll do the other one in with the level 1, so that way I can prove to you guys that I know what I'm saying. To profess my okay, so and you know good. All right, now I'm gonna jump from here, here, right, and now I will show you. Okay, we can also do this with level 1. I could also go like this. Make the same shape. Just depends how I feel, okay? Vibes. So I'm all about vibes. Vibes. And change that to what it needs to be. Tell it to come here. Okay. Oh, save. I haven't even saved this. Oh gosh. Treya. What is it? Do I already have a bit of this? No, I don't have one, so we're typing it out. Excellent question. When to use a cusp, when to use a curve. That is a very good question. All right, so curves are the default drawing plotting point, okay? First of all, anything that's round should curve. You should use a dot for that. Hi. Yeah, send it. Can you email it to me? I'm better at the email than all the DMs. So. Oh. Sorry, I took me a minute. I had to read that like 5 times. I thought you were saying finally. I thought you were saying I'm an AI. And I was like, no, I'm a person. Oh my gosh, I'm sorry. Ah, you know what? But thank you. That was so cute. I love that. I want to like your what you said, but okay. So if you want to find me, here's the thing. Go to just go to my profile. There's literally a little envelope, and it'll let you email me. It's not a DM. It should send you out to your email app. Do it that way. A lot of people get a hold of me like that. So you don't have to worry about spelling it correctly or anything like that. Like, let's make life easy. Yeah. Beautiful. Oh yeah, if you do it now, I'll actually look while I'm sitting here if I do get it, if it comes through. Oh. No, you'll catch me in my struggle bus. It's just funny because like I'm not the best, okay, but like I try. But once I get it in here, I'm good. Okay, I just got to get the lines and get them in here, and then it'll look like something. But yeah, no. I always have these like sketch. I need to bring my iPad. On my iPad, I have in Procreate all these like sketches, and you could tell because it's like me drawing like trying to draw a book or like a tea kettle or something. They're never extravagant, but it's only because I'm gonna come in and hopefully make them look better inside of Stitch Artist. Okay, so the time to use a curve or a cusp. Curve should be for anything that's round. Let's use our leaf here as an example. Now I'm going to trace this leaf. Let's start over here in this little corner just for the sake of this would be an opportune time to utilize a cusp because a cusp allows for you to, they have handlebars, okay? They got Bezier handles. And a cusp will allow you to adjust both sides of the line independent of one another. If it is a curve, it won't. It's a wave, okay? It's a wave. So whatever you do to one side is going to affect the other side, okay? Maybe feeling all the feelings. Right here, it would not help me do that because this is like a faux corner. It's not exactly a right angle, so therefore I shall not be using a line node, which is for right angles and straight lines. It's going to ease out into a curve. So this will be the opportune time to place down one of those. But, if I continue to go in this direction, you can think of it either as you're like driving in your car or, you're starting to trace where the shape starts to become the most dramatic or makes a shift. That's why I say it's kind of easy when you're thinking about like driving in a car. It's like, oh my gosh, what part of the turn is the most extreme? Wherever that's at, we drop a point down. Okay. And then here too, it gets real dramatic up in here. But I want you guys to pay attention to the fact that it has a little bit of what? A corner. Okay. It's not circular. So because of that, I'm going to then use a cusp here. Now this, it is giving right angle. You could either do a line or a cusp. It really doesn't matter. And then I'm going to go again, driving in my car, turning. Oh, sorry, I have sound effects are free. And then when you think of turns, thinks of peaks and valleys. That's what I tell people. So like the top or like the bottom. Yeah, I'll check my email like right after I finish this, which is not that long. And so I'm just going and driving along. Ooh, boom. And this is just for, when you start. I'm going to close it up. This is not what I said, but that's pretty typical. Stitch artists, they want to override me all the time. Okay, so does it look a little wonky? Yeah, it's not exactly true, but let me change the color. It's not entirely true to form, but I'm going to use those Bezier handles to make it kiss cut. Another thing I'm going to do too is I'm actually going to take notice of all of my nodes, where they are and how many I'm using, because I might need to get rid of a few of them. And here's the thing, you don't want too many dots. And that's just because the more dots you have, the more variation in your shape. The more variation in your shape, the more likelihood there's going to be it doesn't look smooth. You'll have like jaggedness to it and it won't look exactly like that. So what I usually do is I come back out here and I'm like, what can I get away with? And you can easily delete them by double clicking them, right? So I double click that, it's gone. And then now I'm going to use this handles to make that same shape. So just looking at places where I could get away with it. When I told you to try to draw where things change the most, that's so you can teach yourself how to draw and know that I literally draw like this. I will delete stuff and put it back or whatever. Like not every time is it like perfect. See, I don't like that. No, it looked weird. It looked weird. It looked weird. And so now I think I might be happy with this. Let's check it out. Let's put a fill and we'll decide how I feel about it. Okay, and so there you go. There's my shape. Let me see. This one though is bugging me. Oh, you're bugging me. Hold on. I'm gonna go for it. I'm gonna go for it. I just can't. I didn't like how it was curving. It looked a little weird to me. A little weird. Not looking a lot weird. Oh, then where did you go? Oh, this changed. Okay, well, that's what you want. That's what you want. That you do that. That was straight. Actually, I could get away without having you. Gotta break up with that one. I use Hatch by Wilcom. I haven't purchased Wilcom yet. I want to, but then I go look at the price tag and I'm like, maybe not today. I want to eventually purchase it though, because I want to be able to answer. I want to answer questions for people that come to me with them, like how do I also do that here. Like I like to be able to tell you exactly, press this button, it's called this in your software even though it's called this here. So I do that a lot with my the people who come to me and they have Hatch and they have questions. I'm able to do that because I have it and I play with it and I can tell them how to do it in theirs. But girl, that price. Now they're giving away for free. What does that mean? Cracked version. Handlebars. They're called Bezier handles. This is what gives you control of your line. So even hold on, let's see. Okay. Let me do come out over here and I'll show you, okay? I'm making this squiggle, I guess we'll say, of a line, okay? When you have these handlebars on, they allow for you to manipulate the line in varying directions. One is up and down, okay? Moving like this, kind of like we're driving. When we were little, remember I used to do that when I was driving. I pretended to drive like this. I thought that's how people drove. Like if I really drove like that, I don't know. I got scrambled eggs in there. All right. That's one way. Next is you can actually bring them closer to your node or further apart. So check this out. Further apart, closer to the center. And it changes the way the line behaves, okay? This is why we care, because we can make different shapes out of them depending on how we kind of like manipulate the situation. And then you'd also could change them to say like a cusp if you wanted to say manipulate both sides independently. And this would give you like, the bottom of a heart kind of situation. And you could also even ease out that way. So the handlebars allow for you to have maximum control of your line that you create. I know it's just a random line, but I just, for sake of conversation, that's how. So they're 1,000% useful. I use them every moment of my life. All right, let me go ahead and just check it real quick. I'll look at let me pop in my email real quick to see. Okay, so I'm reading your email. It is saying to me. Okay, so you need to test. If you want to test how the tension's doing, don't test it on knit fabrics. Try doing it on like a piece of felt or quilt cotton to see what's really happening. And then let me see what that looks like. Okay, sorry. Oh, I'm back. I'm back. Guess who's back? Back again. All right. So there was that. Okay, and then I think I just copied them. I hope so. And I think I just flipped the orientation because, not the best drawer. Yeah, probably. That looks like what I did. Yeah, try it out. Because that happens on so unfortunately, apparel material is not the best for like telling us what's actually going on because it's got its own issues, right? It's got its own weave, it's got its own stretchability. Like it's just too unhinged to be able to tell us a good, honest answer. Okay, now I'm thinking. Oh, I know how I want this to go. Okay, so now I want this to go downtown. Okay, and I'm gonna do. We're gonna double back. Okay, and now I am going to create this line and like that. Okay, I'm gonna take off. Oh, good. There's no underlay. Good, because I just made one. It is unhinged. That just, that was off the top of my head. I didn't even like mean to. It's just, I was like, wow, this is what it feels like. And I feel that was accurate. 100%. It is unhinged. Oh, that's what I wanted to do today. Sorry, that's neither here nor there. Okay, so, we're going to have a little story time real quick because this is my show. You guys just, get to listen to my nonsense. Okay, so in my previous life, which I mean career, okay, I used to work in the judicial system, okay, and my job required me to go to court quite frequently, okay, not as the person who like needed to be the one going to court, but like I went there for advocational reasons, okay. I was a victim advocate, so I would go either to court for my victims or I would go with them, okay. So I was in court a lot. Now, there was this one day, okay, where I was early, sitting in the courthouse, okay? And I kid you not, like I will never forget this guy. He was coming in to be sentenced for I don't know what he did, okay? I don't care what he did. It doesn't matter to the story. But was coming in to be sent for sentencing, okay? And I worked where they would do like felonies and mostly felony cases. Yeah, I don't think we had misdemeanors. So he was coming in for some serious things, okay? And he walks in to court, right? With this baggy oversized t-shirt, and in graffiti it literally said, "Only God can judge me." And that was like the best thing ever. That was like the best meme I've ever experienced in real life. And I wanted to make that. Well, okay. I thought this was hilarious because he was literally coming in to be judged by a judge and get sentenced, and he was wearing a shirt that said "Only God can judge him." So like it was so ironic and hilarious. I laughed. It was great. So I actually do want to make a design that says "Only God can judge me." I'm totally giving away for free because it is just giving. I don't know. You just have to have a sick sense of humor in order to understand that. What he did not just for the record, it did not involve people being hurt. So it wasn't like that, okay? But that was the sassiest. I just thought hilarious. Oh my god, I was like, this guy. This guy. This guy. I'll never forget that. Okay, anyways, not that we had to go all over that, but yeah, that's what she's gonna be doing. That's what I wanted to do today. I wanted to make that. Hold on, let me see. Oh, I got you. I don't. God, Laura's getting mad at me. Okay, and then we're gonna back out here, which I'm just gonna copy, paste, just redo it. I did the work. I should be allowed to use it again. Okay. All right, and there we go. That should work there. And then now I'm gonna cover it up with this feller. Should be back at center. Oh, here. Not you. Oh gosh, why up on the wrong one? Oh, okay. All right. So now I covered all of my indiscretions, which really is just my travels, okay? Everything got covered. Let me save it. Let me do J for jumps because I need to see. Oh, that's right, because I'm jumping. Hold on. Wait, what? Where's the end? Oh, there it is. Okay, you're right. You are right. You're 1,000% correct, okay? So I'm gonna just go back and travel upwards. Are correct. And get rid of that jump. So it's easy. That easy. All right. Save. Okay. Do. See this. Save. All right. What did I have left? I gotta just. I do want to do the veins on the leaves, but my question for myself is. Oh, good. Oh, good. I'm so glad. Crisp. Like a nice Coke when you pop it open, a crispy Coke. I mean, I'm a diet Dr. Pepper. I'm diet. I don't like diet. Why did I say diet? I hate diet. I'm a Dr. Pepper kind of girl, but it's that same crisp. Yes, I do get them at McDonald's, by the way. We call it them fridge cigs at our house because we don't smoke. So I go get me a fridge cig at McDonald's after work. We all have our little thing, okay? Mine don't hurt nobody. Except the price keeps going up, okay? That's starting to hurt my feelings. McDonald's. Just so you know. You're out here hurting my feelings. All right. I'm gonna do oh gosh, hold on. I don't know. Hold on. I'm getting ideas. Maybe good, maybe bad. We don't know. So I am being inspired by our discussion about sketching. I think I'm gonna make this, I'm gonna guess a darker color perhaps. And let's open up the curtains and see. Oh, I think I'm gonna do more. More. Okay. Okay. Is that too much? But for this, I'm gonna take off the treble. That. Uh, ju- Okay. So this is when we were talking about layering. This is what it would look like. So I'm gonna play with like shading or something. I say or something, okay, because I'm not sure. I haven't decided where I'm going yet. Now this is level 3 function, okay, because this is where I'm just like being creative or crazy, whatever you want to call it. Okay, call it what you will. Now I'm going, again, this is also level 3. I'm going to break that in part in 2. I'm starting to think I want one side to be darker than the other. I don't know. We'll see. Now I'm going to let's hide this because I need to just see what's going on top first. I want to make one a brighter color than the other because they all look. It is looking the same to me. Okay. Now I'm gonna show you because so now what I'm gonna do is some overlapping of these two. Literally, like moving the shape I drew so they overlap. Okay. 'Cause remember, I do want them to blend. Now let's go and talk about. You should be able to. Oh no, come with me. Come with me. Okay. Alrighty. Oh, oh, don't keep that. That's trash. Why are you doing this? I gotta see what's happening. Oi. Oh my, there's another one? No wonder this is a hot mess. Ew. Okay, now I fixed it. Okay. All right, so. Oh, I gotta hide this too because this is confusing me. This is not part of the bleeding and blending. Okay, so now all these will fall. Like, remember I told you it's like bleed, blend. Same, I kept the same stitch angle. Now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna play with the densities. I'm gonna make sure that they're not matchy. Put this back to 17. And then you can stay there. I'm wanting them to hit, like, let's see if I move this one further. Oh, delete that. Just there we go. See, if I do like this, they will blend more. If I do this one on the top, it'll blend the green on the top. Okay. Not the best is shading, but like this is being shady. And by shading, I literally mean like when people do like drawing shading. Yeah, I'm shady in real life. There's that. Okay, so do I want? No, I don't want to. I don't want to. Another thing you can do is you can actually adjust and add what's called a gradient. And that's pretty much just distributing the stitching differently. So like right now, if I do increasing, and just for reference, because it doesn't show you guys, I'm playing with this setting right here. See, decreasing. Actually, open center, open ends, meaning that it's more in the middle. No, I feel like I wanted to go. Oh, all right. And the more you change this, obviously, the more you'll see it or not see it, right? So, let me see. Sorry, pause. Oh yes, yeah, no, you're good. It's so much better. Yeah, no, I think you're fine. I think your stuff was just messing with you. Yeah, whatever that fabric was messing with you. was taking you for a wild ride. Okay. Na 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 na. So I want these to do that. Another thing you also have the option to do, and I no, I wouldn't adjust anything. What happened to my oh, oh, they had me see through? Hello. I thought I was gonna like circle it or something. Okay. Oh, that way. Oh, okay. Don't mind me. She's just learning how to do this different. All right, so right now I'm doing this. We're talking about stitch length. This is also another thing you are very welcome. There's also other things you could adjust, such as your stitch length. Like I could adjust this and make it 3/8 if I wanted to, meaning that it's longer stitching. Why the hell do we care? Because I don't make up embroidery physics. It just is. The rule is the longer your stitch length, the more light will reflect off the thread, giving it more vibrancy, look brighter, whatever. Also, when you have shorter ones, they tend to look darker. So there's varying ways you can play with color depth, how much that thread actually shines. There's just so many things. I know. I say embroidery physics. I don't know if anyone else uses that term, but I've been using that for forever. I don't know how else to explain it because it's just this thing that like gravity, like we just have to deal with it. We just have to deal with it. We just have to deal with it. That's one of those. Okay. Now I'm gonna see what happens now. Okay, so does this gonna look crazy here? Okay, because it just is. All right, let's see. It doesn't matter. It's gonna look crazy. It is what it is. So I will have to see if I like it. So it'll be Drea stitching it out and deciding if I like it. I'm only gonna do it on this one leaf because I'm not sure I'm gonna like it. And in the event that I don't, because a lot of the times, oh, hold on, love is in the air. Yes, you. I'm talking about you. I'm talking about you. I don't want to talk about me or what is it? Okay, I already see. Look at that. You come in here and disrupt my live. I don't even know what's going on. Hey, just so you know, somebody else lit up my gallery. Whatever that means. That was earlier. You missed it. Don't be getting jealous. I don't know what that means. Okay, don't mind him. That's my husband, guys. We don't know what he's talking about. All right, back to the other thing too is a lot of the time I actually like I don't know what that. Yay! What does that mean? You're 10%. I don't know. I don't know. Roll your eyes. Look at that. Now who's rolling their eyes? Sometimes I will also what I call like freehand stuff because I don't always like relying on this like gradient style fill. Like sometimes I like sometimes. Okay, I'm a control freak. I have problems. So what I do sometimes when I want to get maybe shading or something like that, I will come in here and I will start to like literally just like freehand some coloration, give it a little something else. Call it coloring. It never is supposed to make sense. And then do it tighter where you want it to be tighter. lighter where you want it to be lighter, blah, blah, blah. Okay. I would go something like that, right? And then I start, see, it's a little different. It's a little different. Oh, okay. I do it like this. I don't subscribe. I don't subscribe to I don't know, however else they do it. Okay, back in my day, it was very easy. Two C's, two C's. So yeah, so I would use something like this. That would be Drea. They're very cute though. The little head, it's very cute, very cute. I would do that, and I like to do a lot of like freehand drawing. It's what is this really called? We don't know. And then, if I wanted to then pick up with another, oh, hold on, pick up with the other colors last. I would do that and just be mindful of where they are. This is thinking, sorry. She thinks there's no words. I like this way because I have like all the control, and I can do whatever I want. So like, so for instance, okay, here's the example. Oh, let me turn the jumps off. This side. Oh, hold on. I like to use my little close my little stuff now. This side right here is what I used, basically just adjusting properties that already exist in the settings. All right. In Stitch Artist. Okay. Now, on the other side, over here, I did what I like to call freehand drawing, which I feel like gives me more control and I can make it look more natural. Does that even make sense? Because I'm able to do a lot of things. Look, I got to decide. I can overlap the colors. I feel like, and this is a lot too. Okay, I get this question a lot. People ask me pet portraits. Learn to do this on this side. Oh, hold on. Learn to do this. Okay, learn to do this. Freehand. Freehand. Okay, that's it. You just gotta learn, be creative, start doing new things, try things, see how it goes. I get a lot of those. I get a lot of pet portrait questions. Give yourself a base at the bottom and then just start coloring on top. Make sure you get the right colors, select the appropriate colors, and just go with it. And here's the thing, there are no right or wrong answers. Sometimes just like feeling the vibe and going with it, wherever you feel the shadows and things going, feel the vibe. What is it? Feel the rhythm, feel the right. It's bobsled time, whatever it is. You just got to do that. So follow the way the fur falls, and then put different colors, layer colors, and just use running stitches. This will help you from keeping it too lumpy dumpy. Why are you talking to other people, sir? You're married. Full runnings. That will live in my mind forever. Random things. Okay, so that's that. All right, that was my little weed. Yeah. Yes, you are. Okay. I was gonna say, okay. Oh, my band went the other way. Also married. And weed. All right, so there's that. So you could do that for a lot of things. Like I could literally do that if I wanted to bring more coloration into this pot. I could easily do that. So I could do the same thing. This part I feel is more fun when you're able to do it, say, on like your iPad and you can just click around. Like I feel like it's so much easier than doing it with a mouse, but. And then you come back and change it, okay? I'm using a lot of nodes. Yeah, I know. And I tell you guys not to do it, but I'm gonna delete them. And I do that typically, but I'm trying to go back and forth. Make a little. Try to. Oops, too far, too far. Oh, it's a corgi. It's cute. Oh, how cute. Okay. No, he's trying to distract me. There you. All right, and now if I did like this, like, now I can do like some shotting or something, shading. And then, it's me, so I'll probably come back in here and just like delete because probably make it smoother. So you can always do that, okay? Just because you see it this way, it's because I'm just going with the vibe. It's a weird thing I do. I just gotta feel the vibe and I gotta feel the flow of which direction I'm going, and then I just come back and I guess don't make it flow. I'll just round them out with these Bezier handles. So like down here when it got real cray. I don't know if it says cray cray anymore. I think the only one that says that. I could easily, get rid of all this, but it'll still be, like little shading situation. And if you wanted to, you could definitely get more in depth with the colors. So, turn the background off, turn it off like this, and start going. And I could also now come in here, trying to go in between the curvatures I've already made to lay down another color. Like I'm trying to go between all the things for windows of opportunity. And I could put another color in here. And if I want to, I guess I could make it darker. Let's see, I don't know. Hold on. We don't know. We're just like going with it. Let's see what happens. Okay. And then if I move this one earlier, maybe that'd make more sense. It'd be darker underneath. And then, you just keep changing this however you want. And then just make sure that we talked about blinds and like that. Make sure that the windows are open, right? That you have these guys peeking out through the openings of the other color so you can see them both. And remember, if you really want to know how everything's going to fall, turn this into without the stitches. And you can still look, even though I'm creating layers, okay? I'm looking for these windows. See these windows of opportunity right in there. I'm looking for a variety of opportunities. See how all this is open? So if my points fall within these open areas, which are these little boxes, ticky tacks, that will be fine for layering. It's not gonna cause a problem. You're not gonna hear a thunk. I could keep doing that as long as I just keep avoiding everything and I just stay in these little windows. Okay, that's it. Just layering. Layering requires a lot of thinking. But once you practice it enough, it's less thinking, more vibing. I don't know how else to say that. Okay, more vibes than anything else. Okay. That was the question. Oh no. No, now I went to go get food. Don't tell my husband I'm already drinking lemonade. So letting go. Trouble. All right. Like I said, we are just focusing on without you. I go there all the time. I wanted this. I don't know. I didn't feel like a coffee today, and I didn't really feel like an energy drink. And these are like $1.50. Hell yeah, that's pretty good. Yeah, without you. So let's just continue to color. Keep saying coloring. Let's just continue on, and we're just gonna make all the shapes that we need. We're not gonna focus too much on the layer or the order they go in, or what order or what goes where. We're just gonna focus on how to draw stuff, and then we'll get it nice and good at the end. Oh, go back to normal. Don't worry too much about that. Okay, let's lock some stuff because I accidentally grabbing it. I don't mean to do that. I feel like it's a salad and go by your or on the way. Okay, I won't hear it. Oh, tears. What? I guess they would be white. I was gonna say, or say blue tears. What kind of tears are a potted plant making? I don't know. Who knows? Oh, so sad. Again, I don't need much in the way of an underlay here. I could probably get away with doing this at a 22. Just making sure they don't share the same stitch angles. Any different, bro. And then let's see, where does this exit out? I live. I don't even know because this could be on the internet for forever. On the east side of town. If we're in the same place, you'll know what I mean. Okay, northeast. Okay, no, don't guess. Where I'm in driving distance. Okay, we'll put it that way. No. I'm not in Gilbert. I'm not. Stop here. And then what if I'm crazy? Chances are you should be more worried about me than I should be about you. No, I think I'm pretty sure. Don't I live in the northeast side? I guess, right? Hold on, north. I guess I live northeast of the 101 and the 202, so that quadrant, whatever you call that. You know, it's like weird because you never know who's gonna see us on the interweb. Yeah, you might be worried about. You'd be worried about you. That's funny, but yeah, it's totally true. You never know. I could be crazy. No. Wait, did I say that wrong? No, I'm more north. Norther. But yeah, right? The 101 goes past me. Yeah, and the 202 goes that way. Like a L, I'm that way. Close. I'm going to say that's close enough. Close enough. All right, let's group this guy. As close as it be. As close as I will answer. It's going to be forever on the internet. All right, hey. So here these. Did I have a smile? Hold on. Gotta see. Oh, duh. I'm in the wrong. No, there's no face. I mean, there's a words. Words. Okay. One is just fine. If you've been here for the majority of this hour and a half, I've basically used Stitch Artist level 1 for like 99.9% of the time. Essentials, also good. I love essentials. I also started with essentials, so that's what got me hooked on the product. Oh god, that sounds bad. I keep doing that. I say things that sound whatever. It is what it is, okay? The product. It got me hooked on that shit real quick. They gave me a sample and it was like life changing. Okay. Run. Yeah, we are. I know it's crazy because like the funny thing is, and I don't even know if it's that funny. Sometimes I will get kicked off the FYP because they think I'm talking about stuff that's not embroidery. Like the flag words. So like what I say, they gave me a little bit and I'm hooked. Like I have to be careful because I get in trouble. It is recorded. You find me on the YouTube. Also, that will get me in trouble, so that's why I gotta do it like that. Everywhere you can get a hold of me, you can find in my profile on this account. Okay? All the things. They're all there. All there. They're all there. Last week's will be there also. I have never ink stitched, I will say. I do get asked that a lot, but I am not the person. Yes, you can make logos with level 1. You just need to know how to use level 1 to its full potential. So that's really it. Okay? That's quite all. Well, then you know what? I've heard it's hard. I'm not gonna lie. Don't feel bad. I've heard through the grapevine that shit's hard and nobody can figure it out. My videos are like this. They're this the recordings of. They're not like step by step. It's basically you hang out with Drea while she works, and I answer all the things. Oh yeah, I do offer private lessons. They're virtually. I just do them on Google Meets. I usually record the meeting, and then you guys get to play back the meeting, so you don't got to focus too much on taking notes. Yes, I do that. I do that. Oh, let's see. And right now I'm just messing around. It's nothing serious, so when I do anything that's really technical, I'm just here, you know, doing stuff and talking. Um, what do you have? Like, what do you have? What's your what are you working with? Let me go that way so I can answer question. Like, what are you on your computer? Or are you on your? I guess I have to be on the computer, right? What's your computer? See, Mac. What you got going on? Okay, well that should be very easy. There's free softwares like OBS. Oh, thanks. Yeah, so like OBS you can do it. It's pretty much free. I pay for CapCut and I've been liking that lately because I can change the masking and I am able to record video and screen separately. So I've liked that more recently. Um, but yeah, OBS is free. It's an application. You can download that. There, no problem. I've done that on the PC and whatever. You just need to like have a camera or be able to connect your phone somehow. But yeah, nothing too cray. Okay, yeah, hold on. Let me 1 moment. Oh shit. Where's she at? She at? Ooh, okay, a moment. All right. So this is me. Hmm. Wait, hold on. I forgot. I hold back to that question. So this is me. Easy to find me. Really? Okay. And basically, it's like, lessons with Drea. Yeah. And the first two are digitizing related. The only difference is the amount of time. One's 60 minutes, the other one's 90 minutes. That's pretty much it. Okay, sounds good. Well, have fun wherever it is you have found me from. Work or hopefully not work. See, that's bad. All right, sorry. Let's go back to. I'm gonna pin your question real quick. All right. So your question, how to keep your designs from stopping unless it's a color change. I have quite. What do you mean? How is it stopping? In what? Like they shouldn't? Do you mean like stop? Are we including jumps as a stop or repositioning as a stop as not a color change, but stopping? Yeah, let me know because at first I have to know what that means. Um, and then for surezies. Yeah, let me know. Respond and I will. Why is it stopping? The machine stopping on its own? It shouldn't be stopping unless it's a color change. I mean, technically, like your machine's kaput till you tell it to start again. All right, hold on. Let's defer to the text over here because I'm gonna try to see if I can. It's hard sometimes to be talking on these internet streets because, um, yeah, no, I'm trying to figure it out. So let me do some lettering and then you tell me what you mean. You can do a lot with Stitch Artist level 2. You can do a lot of things. The only thing that you won't have is you will not have access to this. This comes in level 3. Check it out. This is what right in here, Stitch Artist by Embrilliance. Okay, I guess I'm trying to figure out. Are you trying to jump from one letter to the other? Yeah, I would have to see. Like, if you have an exam, it's hard. It's hard to type what you mean sometimes, and it's hard for me to know what you because we all express ourselves differently. You know, I get it. You might be saying something, and I'm misunderstanding you, right? You know what I mean? So that's why I said let me do one letter, some letters, and see um if I think you're saying what you're saying, or if I'm like just out there. Okay. Do you not want it to do that? Or what's your machine? What machine are we talking about? It's doing a tie off between. I mean, they should, but it should be fast. Okay, well, I mean, I have that machine also. No, I don't think Wilcom will produce higher quality stitching. I think the digitizer will produce better stitch quality. It's the person, not the program. So, I mean, they have the tools are different, but again, if you don't even know what you're doing, what does it matter? It's labels. It's about labels. Do you like labels? Do you like fancy things? Do you want, you know, designer, quote unquote? It's just about like, you know, I mean, you kind of get what you get. It's just the person. Like, and I've tested this because I've also bought other softwares and I've dropped myself into them, and my work is consistent across platforms. So, you know, But I don't discourage anyone to buy it if that's what they want. Like, get what you want. But I'm just saying, like, at the end of the day, it's your life, not mine. Okay, so here's the thing. All right, okay. We're gonna go back to all right, this is what I want you to do. You're so crazy. I'm also crazy. So I'm gonna tell you that you need to come over here. Okay. You go to the site, okay, and I want you to go to the blog. And you want to open up. Oh gosh, I can't see it. Let me move myself. Gosh, I don't do no, I do. You are interested in Stitch Artist shortcuts, okay? And if you come in here, I will explain to you all of them. One of those shortcuts includes how to toggle between which node you want to edit with. And don't worry, you can read it, but guess what? At the end, you can also just save this. What is it? Very simply put, shortcuts. Get the shortcuts. And basically, the blog post is about a long form version of what each of these things mean. Because as you can see, the first one's like toggling background or whatever. Up here, it goes a little bit more in depth and kind of gives you a little bit more of something. It tells you, for instance, toggle the background grid on and off because you need the structure. And sometimes it's just visual noise that messes with you. So it kind of expands a little bit on that. But if you want the cheat sheet, it is a here, okay? And I found that underneath the blog section. You're welcome. Just do that. It'll be easier than you having to try to remember what I say. Just do that. Okay. Let's close on this. Thank you for the roses. God, I wish they were real. I actually do really enjoy flowers. Oh, we were talking about letters. Oh, what were we even doing? All right, first, let me get myself saturated. So, all right, so I'd probably there. All right. So here's the thing. When I'm going to transition between letters, let me turn my jumps on. And your jumps are indicated by the red dashed lines, which you can see like in here, right? Right there. And it's telling me that I'm going to end here and then it has to jump over here to begin sewing in this position. I want to fix that. I actually wanted to go from here to here. So I got to come up with a creative solution for that. I'm going to go to my handy dandy trusty just make a travel run. So I'm going to note here's where it ends. Start drawing from here, go around, and then down. Okay. Input this now. Now here's where the jump is. I forced it. Which if you're out this far, you can't see it, so you could probably get away with it. And you don't need to trim it. It's so close. You don't need to worry about that. And, it shouldn't initiate any weird repositioning or anything like that. So this would be an easy way. So I tried to go closest distance to the next thing or travel through the bottom if I can. That'll be my next one because it's easier to cut the jump down at the bottom when we jump from bottom to bottom. Sometimes it just sounds like I'm saying like who knows? Like if you just heard me without the video, imagine what you'd think I'd be saying. So yeah, typically we try to go. So like this was my instance here. I'm gonna end here, so I'll probably segue in at the bottom here. I could probably either go from there to there or there to here if I wanted to. These are super close, so I could be able to just do that. And then the same thing in here, I could probably just go there. It's easier to trim down here, right, to get your little scissors and cut up in there than it is to have to go crisscross. Because a lot of times you'll get some that jump from here to here, or they jump like this, and then you have to fish those out. Oh, that was it? Okay. I was hoping that would happen. I was hoping I would inadvertently explain what question it is that you had. So winning. We are winning today. Okay. Hold on. So wait. Look at another one. Black cherry lemonade. That was great. Okay, let's zoom it out and turn them jumps off. And I'm just gonna save. And what was I saying? Oh yeah, I was just drawing shapes. I'm still not sure what I want to do with these leaves though. Like I know I want to do like this for sure. I'm just not. I don't know what I feel about the color. I'm gonna have to try it. So pretty much what I'm gonna land up doing is I will get my machine's right there. I forgot I moved it. I will test both leaves out on my machine and then see which one I vibe with in real life. And then I'll probably come back and make both the leaves look like that. Because I'm just not sure. I don't know. I'm so unsure today. Usually I know exactly what I want, but I'm just not. Today's a little. I don't know. I feel like it's probably, you know why? It's because it's a sketch and not colored in. It's fucking with me. I said that earlier. It's totally got me. That's what's messing with me. Because normally they come already with color and I don't have to make so many decisions. I screwed myself when I drew this. I should have taken the time to color it. Oh, taken. It's hard out here for English speakers. Okay. God, I've missed this mouse. Brown chicken, brown can. Okay. Alright, and I'm probably gonna make. Alright, group that. Go back. Copy, paste, and flip that. I don't know the button. All right, and then probably after this, I guess I'll probably do this. Will I? Guess I don't know. I don't know what I want. Okay, so what number was? All right, so this one, the new 48. All right, and then where's the other guy? And then I think I had, didn't I have like some eyes on? I think I drew eyes on this little doodad. You know what to call him? Is he a berry? I don't even know what this is. Should I have done this green? Hold on. Let me see. I need to see. I'm still not convinced this is red. And I drew it. Hold on. Let me try it like a green, like a new leaf green. I don't know how I feel about it. I don't know how I feel about you, Ivy. Oh, no. Just funny because I will pick the thread colors when I'm at the machine. It really doesn't matter. So I am just spiraling for no reason. Pretty much. No, I still like the red. Go back. Undo. This is so funny because it really doesn't matter. Does it actually matter? No, because I get to make the choice later. I had somebody complain to me about that one time. They got very upset that I didn't tell them exactly what thread brand spool and color like they were supposed to use in the like what is it in the color, like the little color breakdown where it gives you the steps. I got that as a review one time. She was very upset with me. because those are she does not have those colors. And I was like, you don't have to literally use them. Oh, good idea. Or let's see. Orange. Yeah. Oh, like butterfly gold. Okay, I'm gonna stop fucking around. Oh, I just can't. Okay, there's just some words in the English language that will describe exactly what I'm feeling, and I can't help it. Okay, what was this? Sorry, I don't even know. What were you doing? All right, I think I will. Let's see. Can I make a miniature version of the other one that I did? Other eyes? Yeah, 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 yeah. Okay. Oh, it depends on what I'm doing. They're all useful at different times. I hate that. I'm sorry. I can never give people, I don't want to say I can't give you a straight answer. It's just the answer I have is I would have to know a situation in which I would then do it, right? Like right now, I ain't using any zeros, okay? None. And this is super tiny. So I did an underlay I did a manual underlay here. So I inputted a manual center run. And then I went ahead, which sounds like cinnamon bun. Oh no. I want to start thinking about getting a cinnabon. Okay, we gotta move on, Dread. We can't be thinking about the Cinnabon now. And then so that's why I said it just depends. I'm technically not using any of those in the settings right now. Does that mean that they are not useful? No, it just means I don't need them right now for what I'm doing. I don't need them today in this situation is all. But I will use them in other situations. Like we can talk about it when we do when I talk about the satin on the patch outsides. I would then use some mainly. Yeah, almost. I'd probably use like a zigzag and the edge run. Or sorry, parallel and the zigzag, probably most likely. So it depends how I'm using them, what I need it for. Boy, this one's like you're tiny. Let's loosen this up. Should have a short satin situation. And then I'm going to exaggerate it in this way. Okay, oh, wait, you didn't have one. You did then. The other one just had eyes. The hills only had eyes. Okay. All right. And then, because I'm going to be extra, hold on. That thought. Let's see, where does this end? Okay. Then I'm going to do similar to the other eye. I have a problem. How'd it go? Is it out? Hold on. Reference. Gotta go back. Hold on. Oh, no, no, no. Curve down. Ugh, I curved the wrong way. Okay. All right. So it actually went like this for the sad. Ooh, sad face. Kind of what Dylan. Oh, the tear. That might be too much. Oh, this might be too long also. Like there. Again. I don't know. I don't know. We haven't met him yet. Okay, so if I go from that to like this. Go ahead. Oh, that one's long too. All right, got too much in the weeds there. Okay. I don't really feel like doing letters right now. Oh no, I do. No, you know what I want to do? Okay, I've already been on for 2 hours. We are going to switch. Okay. I want to do only God could do it. That's what I want to do. If you weren't here for that portion of the story, it's just an inside joke. Let's see. I wonder what would be good for where's that thing where it tells you all the fonts you have on your computer? Hold on. No. I thought isn't there a site shows you what's on your Oh, Thursday, I just say mornings. It's morning for me, so I get on anywhere between like 9 and 9:30 for me. I'm in Arizona. And I try to post it as soon as I can. Like I hate that. I always say it depends. You know what? I'm just gonna get a shirt that says it depends. Um, if I'm able, the longer it is, the longer it takes for it to be prepared for me to download, and the longer it takes for me to upload it. Does that make sense? So, like, I'll give you for instance, last week I did 2 hours. I was able to get it up that same day, but like barely. Like, it was like 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock at night. So, if today we're probably gonna go for 3 hours because I'm already at 2 hours, is probably I'd say either by end of today or tomorrow it'll be there. So it as quickly as technology will let me have it, I wish I could just click a button and it would automatically it doesn't though. That'd be too easy for me. Sorry. You're giving all right, so I was going to I'll just show you guys. Actually let's okay. All right, hold on. We're gonna do a new thing. We were talking about it earlier about how you can be in Canva and you could make yourself a graphic. And I mean, like, I'm just doing text, okay? We're not getting crazy. Don't get wild. We're not doing anything crazy. We're just gonna do text because I really want to do that. Only God can judge me. That's what I want. That's what I want. My custom is actually, yeah, that sounds good. I just go to text. All right, now I'll show you guys. You scream, we all scream. All right. Hello. Fine. Acknowledge me. You drop, girl. Let me tell you. Oh. This is great. Well, but here's the thing: you don't have to digitize. You just gotta listen to me talk. Cause you don't have to like do it along with me. You just listen to me blab. That's the truth. That's the truth. But that's so cool. Is it phlebotomy? Oh, did I get right? Hopefully I learned something. My brain, it just hasn't been the same since I knocked myself out. It just really hasn't. Dang it, I keep doing that. Ever since I knocked myself out, I just have not been the same. Okay, she's been different. Perfect. Girl, the amount of times I've had my blood drawn, wild. And you know what? I feel like okay. I could have called you a vampire. I mean, that's just being shady. But no, it was like vamps. No, I love. Okay, it sounds weird. I do enjoy when I get my blood drawn, depending on who's drawing my blood. Okay, because some of you are freaking awesome. I don't even know how you get it to feel like nothing. And then I had some where they were like, I quite literally felt like they were digging around in my arm. I'm not gonna lie. And I was like, just trying to stay still. And I'm like, I don't think it's supposed to be like this. But I had some where it's like so smooth. Like, I don't even know. I don't even know. Don't feel a damn thing. I'm always impressed. Like, highly impressed. Okay, we're gonna go to this. All right, so I'm gonna do only God can judge me. Because I feel like I'm gonna put this other thing. Oh, so unbeknownst to me, I probably may or may not be helping with that. Well, here's the thing. All right, this is the one brag that I have. I have one medical brag. Okay, my veins, they like them because I'm like see through. They always love them, and then I got this fat one here. So that's like my one like flex is like you can see all of my veins through my skin. She's so pale. Yeah, you guys usually love me. Like we get along just fine. Okay, sorry. I'm gonna go through fonts and see what's gonna look good with this. Now that everybody knows my secret. Um, I don't know. I'm trying to see. Like I'm clicking and then I'm waiting to see if one of them I'm vibing with it. You know. Yeah, I get that a lot. Yeah, like it's crazy. I've even had like they even had to do it one time where what the heck I had to get it like on the top of my hand one time and the girl's like, "Oh, you're so easy." And I was like, I mean, that's great. You know, I guess saying you're easy in some points is not very good, but that was a compliment. So that's my one compliment that I get. So that's my one brag. A little braggy about that. Okay, I don't know. How do I feel? 'Cause I'm totally gonna put this on a shirt for myself. uh, and then I'll give it for free, and y'all can do it too if you want to be in my shady gang. Which sound like shitty. Okay, I need to pronunciate things better. Oh, yeah, you better go. Just watch the replay later. Okay, I don't like any of these. I don't like these fonts. I don't know what I want it to be like. What do I want it to be like? Shady. I know. Well, it kind of is, okay? Because like I got the inspiration for someone who was being sentenced on a felony charge. Okay, so I just came across I came across this person on my day-to-day job and in I was sitting in the courtroom and this guy walks in for sentencing and his shirt had graffiti. And it said only God can judge me. So I was like, "Oh shit, I want that. I want that shirt." I wanted it for forever. Oh, really? Hold on. What if I want to do edgy? Good, thanks. Somebody. Oh, textiles. Is that what I should be doing? Oh crap. Hold on. How did I do it? I don't care. Okay, I did it wrong. I did it already wrong. Block rest in the script. Can I start typing? block. The block rest, is that really a thing? Is that what it's called? I will literally take you for literally. Um. Oh. I see what you're saying. Oh. Yes. Okay. Oh my God, she's slow. I get it now. Okay. I thought that. I thought that was the font name. Oh no, she's so slow. Okay. Got it. This way. Okay, hold on. I'm getting there. Give me a minute, please. And then this would be okay. All right. I get it. I think let's try it. Let's just try it, right? So something like this, but not that one because not my favorite, but yes. I am in agreement. I don't know. Do I want to do it too? Do I want to do it like this? And then the whole thing bigger. Okay. Don't worry. The most of the time, like I don't take it. I don't take life too seriously. So, yeah, if anyone's gonna be laughing at me, it's gonna be me because sometimes I can't even believe myself. Handwriting. I'm so not good at matching up fonts. Sorry. Oh, there's one that says cursive. How come you got groovy, but I couldn't get one that was edgy? Passionate. Oh no, because it's got the. I don't want to deal with the brush strokes. Net today, Stanley. I want it to look like I wrote it. Maybe. This is always the hardest part, I'm not gonna lie. Oh yeah. No, I got you. See, I wanted like in my mind I know what I want, but I don't see it. Like I want it to be edgy. But I think I might have to use the fonts on my computer. I also like using typewriter. I love typewriter font. You know what I mean? I love a typewriter font. I do. Yeah, okay, it's not working. So hold on. Let's Yeah, I'm gonna have to go to what's on my computer because I feel like I have the font. It's not in Canva. I want it. I mean, I don't want to say it's an honor of the whatever. It was inspired by someone who really felt that no one could judge them. Okay. That was such a terrible thing to wear that day. Oh my God. Yeah, I had to laugh about that one. Sorry, guy, but like, what the hell were you thinking? That was like such a terrible idea. Terrible idea. All right, so we're gonna go. I'm gonna swish you out now. All right, we're gonna come in here because I don't want to do that. All right, so let me do my text. Oh, there you go. All right. All right, cool. Embrilliance does let you, but a lot of my fonts are OTFs. So that's why I come into something like this. Because then I can't see them. So that's why I'm up in here. I'm up in these Adobe streets. Also, like I learned Adobe before I learned whatever. Okay, so let me see. Let me see here. Oh, cool. I never got a chance to use it. I almost paid for it, but then my wallet got shy. So that didn't happen. Oh, that one's huge. That's what she said. All right, let me see. I was thinking. Uh, oh, that might be good for the other one. Old school. Ugh, yeah, I have so many fonts on here. This is gonna be even worse than before. Yeah, I know. I mean, in my dreams, literally in my dreams, because it's not happening in real life. Oh, I already got it coming. I wish that they would all just give me the software for free so I could promote it for them on the internet and I didn't have to pay. But that's just not happening. So, but I mean, hey, I'm for sale, just saying. Mhm. I don't know, I kind of like I like a good whatever font. Okay, so let's go back to where I was at because I was only in the B's, okay? You got to get to the rest of the alphabet. You guys can't see. It doesn't show my pop-ups, which is kind of lame. So you can't see my drop-down menus. That's a bummer. Yes, I know. I need my own catalog so I don't have to keep sliding through all the things. But yeah, I hoard a lot of things, right? If you can hoard it, I mean, I hoard embroidery files, I hoard fabric. What else do I hoard? Books, Lego sets, uh, food. I don't know. What am I not hoarding? Actually, it's mostly snacks. Oh, not food in general, just mostly snacks. I'm a snacker. I like a snack. I like a good snack. Mostly it feels more handwritten. But like me handwriting, not someone who writes good. I don't write too good. Oh no, that looks too jungly. What's it called? Like the little baby junk when they do like the baby ones and it's like uh safari animals and stuff. That's what it feels like. What about this? Oh, good. I'm glad you're in the right room. Good. That means we're winning. Okay. Let me think about it. I think I'm okay with it. I may do another rendition. I don't know why. I really wanted a gothic font. Okay, hold on. I'm gonna save it all the ways. Okay, we're gonna do a few. I'm gonna do a few varieties for myself because I am unsure of what I want. So let me export this. It will not tell you that I'm doing anything. And then I'm gonna try to do it. In like a gothic. I just want to. I just want to. Oh, we're in here because I'm typing out something. This is me trying to go through all the fonts on my computer. That's it. Do this is not part of the plan. I just because I'm all over the place. Okay, you just got to be able to like go with the flow here because I am everywhere and nowhere all at the same time. I wanted like an old English Gothic situation. But I do like the other one. I might do two options, okay? Because I don't know. I just want something edgy. Hold on, MNO. Oh my god, the fact that I have to actually Oh, scary. She has to actually do that. It does feel like someone just wrote the Constitution, but I think I'm gonna do it. It does feel. It do feel. Oh, I mean, I guess that would make sense because it's inspired by someone who did break the law. So, okay. Now we'll be departing from this side quest. Oh, that's open. Okay, and now I'm gonna put it in to a new one. Hey, how you doing? Hope you're doing well. Okay, now let me bring it in. Okay, let me bring her in. What we just did. Perfect. Okay. Next thing I want to know is like what okay, so the size when I put stuff on the t-shirt, like I did the book dragon, I used yeah, you gotta. I'm all over the place. Like I said, I'm everywhere and nowhere at the same time. Um oh, hold on, let me find my right hoop. For me, I like to base it off of my 9x8 because that's been perfect for me because everything's about me and I'm making this for myself. So let me size it out. Okay. Oh, she is centered. Let me bump down the transparency and lock her in place. Let me save it. You can't see this part. Oh, really? I didn't know they had a book. Is it like, can you get it on Amazon? That's always my first question. Can you get it on Amazon? Let's see. Where's my freebie folder? This is gonna be my version of like when people make merch. Well, you'll have to DIY the merch, but you'll be part of the crew if you have one of these. If you stitch one of these out on your embroidery machine, you'll be in a secret club with me. So beware. Okay, let's see. Dum 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 dum. Oh, that's crazy. Kind of jealous. Not gonna lie, I'm a little jelly there. Little jealous. All right, so now this is gonna require thinking. All right, so let me tell you how I like to do stuff. I'm gonna chop it down the middle. I like to go middle out. So I think I'm gonna start with the Y and then I'm gonna go backwards to do only and then God, because my thought is that like when you flatten your shirt, you're flattening like this when it stitches. I know it's a very weird movement, but just roll with it, okay? But now I gotta decide, can I be that artistic or not with the brush? I don't know. Wait. I don't know. Okay, well, let's just start drawing because she doesn't even know what she's doing. Alrighty, and let's go here. Oh, you don't have to be from there to watch it? Ooh, even better. Because, like, to get stuff from my library, I mean, I am part of my library, but I had to, like, give everything almost but a blood sample to prove that I'm from here. For me to use anything on their website. So that's why I'm gonna be asking. I'm gonna try this. I don't know. I'm probably gonna line up doing the Y and then I'll test stitch it to see if I like what's going on in my brain. If I don't, she ain't gonna look like this. You guys get it. Okay. Hold on. Let me screenshot that real fast. Got it. I screenshotted it. All right, cool. So I got it. I will look it up. That is very interesting. I would very curious about reading that. I just like books, okay? She's a book hoarder. Okay, let's measure. What is this? Distance. Okay. She's a big one. So she's gonna need a lot more help. Oh, really? Well, that's interesting. If it feels like Embrilliance, that is interesting. Very interesting. Curiouser and curiouser. All right, she's massive, so oh, oh, ew. All right. So I got another half hour. I'm gonna just like zone in. Y'all got questions? Interrupt me. But I just want to get this Y done so I can test it. I want to sample it and see. I'm gonna play around with this the settings on these satins. So I'm just thinking. Ooh, bitmap. Interesting. I'll learn all kinds of things today. I was using Adobe to do my own SVGs. I spent I don't know how much time trying to figure out if there was a way that I could like draw the perfect SVG so when it got imported into Stitch Artist that it came like ready to digitize with like proper better nodes or whatever. Yeah, no, it never happened. It's not a thing. Wait, what? Carbs? Yeah. Oh, your cab's here. Wait, what cab? Here? Now? At my house? You're not outside. You lie. Why you lying? Why you lying? Oh, maybe that's why people ask me a lot of Inkscape questions. Because they're like, lady, how do you not know this? Right. Same, but they're never perfect. I've never been able to get a perfect rendering. Yeah, the cab's here. Where? Say that like you're coming to pick me up. Mm-mm. Oh. Yeah, that's I was trying to like get away from that though. I was determined to make like the perfect like, SVG like recipe, but it never happened. Cuz I do get asked that like a soup so many times. Uh, you mean fan mail? We'll say it's fan mail at this point. No, alone. See, actually, I would like a backstitch. I don't know. We're gonna try. I'm gonna throw backstitch in there. No kidding. I mean, I've given up on that for now, but I would tell. I wanted to tell everybody so then they could, you know, DIY. But so far, I haven't figured out the answer. All right, let's see. For you, can see. I'm not single, but this line can be. Where? My brain. I'm not being sarcastic. I had to teach myself from every from from all the manuals I've read, every bit of information I could find on the interwebs back in the 2010s, um anything, books, like whatever I could get my hands on, I was there. All the YouTube videos, all the things, everything. Hi. Yeah, I guess I kind of am like Moana. Yeah, I saw myself. But now that I've struggled, I feel like I'm able to help other people not struggle so much because I already did. I struggled for you. Let's put it that way. Ah. Okay, now let's see if this will work. If not, I might have to break it up because I need to play with the stitching on this because she's a fat one. Fatty. She's also baddie, but she is a fatty. Okay. Background. See, I tell you guys, turn the grid off sometimes. Turn the hoop off too. It's too much. How is it going? Oh wow! Did you see my shirt? I'm making this shirt for myself. Only God can judge me. It's now inside story. I told everybody there was this guy one time. I was working. I was in a felony court, and he came in for sentencing for a felony. Don't worry, he didn't hurt. He did break the law, but it didn't involve hurting people. And he wore a shirt. Literally, it was graffitied, and it said "Only God can judge me" to his sentencing. So, like, it was everything. Now I can't let it go. And so I'm like, you know what? I need a shirt like that because whatever. But yeah, so I'm playing around with this new Gothic font and I'm going to see how it goes. I'm going to start off. Actually, where's my. I got to export this. So I'm going to save it. I don't give it for free. So anyone that wants to be a part of my secret society can also stitch it out and put on a shirt and wear it. And then we'll be the only ones that get the joke. All right, I want to save this because I'm only going to test the Y. I want to see how my machine performs because it's so hard to know like this. Oh, we are a secret society now. I mean, I don't just read about them. I've now formed my own. I not only did that, I formed my own, you know? Sorry, I didn't mean to hit you guys. I feel like I slapped you. It was a microphone. It feels so personal. Okay. You better. I'll tell you when it's ready. And then I'll just wear them on, like, I'll wear it on the internet and videos and people won't get it. Only the chosen few will understand. Okay, so that's what I'm gonna test out because I need to play around with a few things. Hold on, but I need to write notes for myself. Okay. Like for real, I do actually need to write. Let me get it posted. I do need an actual note to myself. Um. I'm gonna try. I'm gonna save the Y in a variety of ways, I think, and then I'm gonna see which one I like. But I have to like make a note to myself because how the hell am I gonna remember what I did? Okay. Okay, let's backtrack and look at the Y. All right, what are my settings on this one? I do sell digital files. I used to go hard on them back in the day. I basically took like last year off. But now I'm trying to get back in the swing of things. So yes, I do also sell them. All my stuff, I mean, my stuff was for sale the entire time. I just hadn't added anything new to the collection until like I'm gonna do that now. The major ones, I'd have to go look at the my listing because it says, but just the most popular ones. And then, sizing depends on my vision for the project. Okay, so I had an idea. Hold on, let me get this and I'll group it. And I'm going to copy, hold on, copy, paste, and maybe I change the color. Hold on, I'm gonna change the color because I need to be able to keep track of what I'm doing. Okay, so where's my note? Gotta write deets down for the blue one. Okay, so black. I'm just gonna call it base because I don't know what else to call it because this is what I started off with. Then the blue one, I'm gonna make adjustments to it because I have an idea that I want to see if I can do it. Just under. All right, and then make this. Okay, so I'm gonna put spaced under. Oh damn. All right. All right, let's take off. Okay, no. I want to take off this one here. I'm okay with the edge run, but that's about it. And then on this, under, except I don't want all of it. I don't want this one. Okay. Save. All right, and then let's see if I do another one. Oh, wait. Oh, duh. What did I just do? Nothing. Copy, paste. All right, now let's do a red one. And I'll try something different on the red one. Let's see. What am I doing? Experimenting. So I have a little post-it here of what I did on each of these. And then I'm going to I'll put it up here on my computer so I don't forget. I'm going to stitch it out and see if I liked any of the adjustments I made. Like if obviously I'm going to stitch them out and one's going to look better than the other. Okay. I played around with underlays, stitch lengths, stitch pattern. Yeah, stitch lengths. Yeah. I only did 3. So I'm gonna see. This is usually that's what people don't understand. Like most of the time, I'm out here. Like I do. You experiment. You have to see. You got to try it. I see it in my mind how I wanted to stitch out, and so I'm gonna see how I can get that effect because these are so blocky. I got to see what's possible and how it's gonna look. How I want it to look. Like I'm just trying to see. I have questions for myself basically, and I'm trying to answer them. And I can't move on to the rest of the lettering until I know which of these works. So that way I can save that setting and just apply them to all the letters. So it's easier to just do, say, one letter in that font and test it to see how it comes out versus like if I did only God. First of all, it takes way longer to do all that. And then I have to make adjustments to each of them. It's just a lot easier to just pick the one, figure it out at the beginning, and then just apply it to everything else and then run it and tweak it at the end. It's just easier for me. Okay, where's my, let me get my, I gotta roll over. Roll over, rover. I gotta get my jump drive. Jump. Gotta put it on my jump drive. Okay. Where's my thing? Oh, here it is. I see it. Oh, you're not even connected. Well, that's probably why it doesn't work. Shocking. All right. Jump drive in. Let's put it there. So yeah, now I'm just gonna export it to my jump drive. Which someone actually, I'm gonna have to make a video on that. Somebody asked me how do I organize my stuff. Hello. Yeah, someone was like, how do you organize it? Because they had felt overwhelmed. I should go over that. I definitely should. Okay, so saving that, nothing more to do there. All right, we got the last 20 minutes or so. Anyone have any questions or anything about? And then I guess if not, we could wrap it up early unless y'all have something you want to talk about. Want to talk about him, baby? Oh, that's probably because I hit it a while ago. I just said we have 20 more minutes, and if anyone has questions, if not, I mean, I guess we could. Class can let out early today. You guys can be released from our secret society class early today. No, I didn't. We haven't done any 3D in this live. Thursday mornings, and except with the exception of like when I have like a holiday or a kid's birthday or something like that, then I don't work. But Thursday mornings. Mornings for me, okay, y'all. I'm in Arizona, so between 9 and 10 I get on. I try to get on. I made a New Year's resolution. I'm going to go on every week. So far, I've been here for 3 weeks in a row, winning. You can see any of those prior videos um on a thing. on the place. You know the place. You know, today we talked about blah blah blah. We talked about patches. We talked about underlays, sketch fills, stitch directions, satins, basically doing the lettering and importing it in, how to get rid of the artifact line, slightly on lettering. Yeah, it's well, yeah, I've been here for like 2 hours and some, and almost 3 hours. So I've been talking to myself a lot. It just went that way. I've been talking to myself a lot. Okay, and then I can't move on that other one because I want to see how it works first. So bummer. What a bummer. I'm totally gonna test it though once I get off. I just don't want you guys to have to hear my machine. Cause sugar loud. Cause she's by the mic now. And if you're here, actually, we should do what I did last time. We went over some like mistakes that I've seen. Oh, I should do that. I'm like over here with segments on my like I have a show. Welcome to my show. Oh, let's do that. Hold on. Let's I have them on my phone. Let me send them to myself. And we could do that. And we can go over that real quick, just a little quick to wrap it up. I know. You'd be surprised. When I used to do that, people definitely complained about it. There's always the naysayers. Ugh, maybe why I don't draw everything. Some of them I've paid for a license to digitize them. So either it's me or I paid for the right to use it. What am I doing? Oh yeah, I was gonna see the for instance of something we could talk about. All right. Let me get the photo. Okay, so let me see. What was it called? Image something. Duh. There it is. There she is. Okay. All right, so I want to talk about this. When I told you guys in one of my most recent videos, I said, you know, don't forget that you should most definitely start to look at the comments on the reviews when you're buying something. This was one of the reviews that I saw, and it did get 5 stars. Okay. But there's things that I don't agree. I don't really like them, and it's mainly. Let's get the little mark out. Which I wouldn't have seen this unless I saw someone stitch it out first. And if you notice, like right in here, it's lumpy. I like it too. Oh, you have that design? Girl, did it come out all lumpy? Well, I don't know. Here's the thing. There's like 5,000 different listings for this design. I'm convinced they're all the same people, but on different profiles, but I can't prove it. where they overlap like this, it's lumpy. See, this is lumpy. So, yeah, no. I could do this easily and better. It's because oh god. Okay, they're overlapping, you could tell. They're running over each other. So these satins are all running over each other. And remember, I've talked about this, like, I feel like ad nauseum. This is not printing. This is thread. Thread requires layering. We stitch and make layers. So when you layer two different things on top of each other, you should expect that you will get lumps because it's going to be thicker in that area than, say, the rest of it going this way. There's a discrepancy because we're layering on top of each other. Now, what I would have done is if it were me and I had things that overlapped, let me, hold on, we're going to move to the side. Oh. Oh. No. Let's see. We're going to put this. Stitch well. Yeah, I don't know. They said stitch well, but they still saw the colors underneath. So, I mean, like, make it make sense. Okay. All right. Now, if I was going, I'm going to do this. I'm going to just freehand this, okay, because I don't have, I don't know, like a reference at the moment. So we're just going to go here, make some kind of a U-ish situation. And then I wouldn't, when they cross over, okay, I would not, see, I'll make it the same color. What is this? Pink. I'll show you what I would do. This is just a for instance. Let's just say I did it this way. Okay. When then, oh, then I would have a crossover. So let me make this other shape if I can guess how to make it. And then round. I don't know. We're trying. Okay. I'm not the best at freehanding, so just pretend it looks nice. Okay, that's your job. Your job is just to pretend that it looks the same. My job is just to explain what I would have done because I'm not saving this. Okay, so here's how we look. And then it was green, so I'll make it green too. Okay. I would have instead, like for this pink, I don't want them to overlap. So I would make sure and move them out of the way so that way they don't overlap. But what I would do is I would also start drawing. Let's see, where's this going straight across? And I would make sure that they're, it looks like it overlaps, but it doesn't overlap. God, this is a very atrocious shape here. Okay. And then I would pick up on the other side, which I don't want to do. So I'd probably just like copy and paste and then flip the imagery, but not you. Flip this guy. And then, the other side would be like that. Okay. I know it doesn't match up. Okay. I said I'm not good at freehand drawing. Okay. That's what it is. I would do it this way instead. And then in order to make sure that that your machine doesn't stop, you can guarantee that there's a jump by you manually inputting a jump, okay? And the way that looks is literally like this, okay? Come here. Draw the line from here to here. Oh my gosh. Tell it to run. Great. Now over here, we stop here. We want it to go to there. Cool. Tell it to jump. It's like so easy. It's not even funny. Okay. And then I would do the same thing on the other side. And obviously, the next thing I would do is that like line again over here to here. And boom. And then same thing. Okay. You can put a little jumpy jump between these two, and it'll guarantee that it jumps. It forces a jump because, if your machine does by some chance cut jumps, you don't want it to trim and stop. just do this and it'll force a jump. Everyone will be jumping. So I would have done it like this, which if we take off the stitches, right? This is what it looked like. There is no, actually, let me see. Let's put on this one. Here's where you can see overlaps. Let's put it on in the 3D version, okay? You can see where I did overlap a little much. I could have probably shortened this up a bit. But this is how you can see in X-ray vision what's going on. So, like right in here, I could have shortened this up a bit. I probably should bring that in a little bit like that, okay? Because it'll grow on its own. But this is the X-ray version. Up in here, there's not going to be any bulk because the only thing was that jump across. The jump across, it's not going to cause us to have any of this weird bulging, because this bulging is where all the overlap happens, okay? I would have no overlap bulge. It would all look flat and it would look correct, which is pink under the green without having it to be literally the pink under the green. I hope that makes sense. I'm sure y'all let me know if it doesn't. But yeah, and you can tell, because see, like, this is also what I call the heat map, okay? And basically it comes in here and it determines how many layers of thread are happening in that area, and when it hits a certain magical number, it starts to get red, telling you that like this may or may not be thread layering increasing in this area. If I wanted to fix that, I would literally just take it off, come back in here and shorten her up right there. Actually, now if I come back, it's the heat spike is not as intense, if you will. And that is it. It is that easy. You could have easily layered these so much easier. I don't know. So yeah, this is a lot of unnecessary layers. So you can make like, I don't hate to say cut out, but like for this kind of layering, when you're layering satins like that, you should let it sit in. To me, it's just not the same as punching a hole out. I don't know if that's the same as everybody else, but so that's what I would do. And that would have alleviated the issue that they had, which was all the bumps. And even the bumps happen here on the eye. Look, that's a lot of bump. Because what happened was this one combined with this line, and then the letter, that's why there's so much that area. It probably sounded like the thunk, you know. To make stuff like an intro or a theme song where it has like the thunk. Not much of a like lyricist, but you know. All right, friends, that is going to be it for today. Y'all know where to find me if you want to watch this nauseum, or if you want to catch another thing again. You know where to find me. Don't forget, only God can judge me. Only God can judge you. So I will catch y'all on next Thursday morning. All right, I'll be here. Will you be here? We'll see. You're welcome. Y'all have a great rest of your day. Please enjoy your weekend for me. And don't forget, you can find me. Oh, great. I'm so glad. Thank you, Sandy. And come back next time, friends. Okay. Talk to you later. Okay, bye.